leader. Fox 22 News at 10.
Starting today, Maine has become the 22nd state in the country to enact a red flag law. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday night. For Fox 22 News at 10, I'm Doug Banks. Efforts to implement a red flag law gained momentum after the 2023 Lewiston mass shooting. Now, as the new law takes effect, many Mainers are asking what it changes and how it works. Our Alex Schley leads us off tonight.
Beginning Saturday, Maine's new red flag law will take effect, allowing both family members and law enforcement to petition a court to temporarily remove firearms from someone deemed a danger to themselves or others.
The constitutionality of red flag laws have been upheld across the nation, in courts across the nation, including in the Supreme Court.
The red flag law will act in conjunction with Maine's existing yellow flag law, which until now only permitted law enforcement to start the process of temporarily removing firearms. Supporters say the change gives families a more direct path to act when they see warning signs.
In Maine, where 90% of Maine's gun deaths in a typical year are suicide, there are often warning signs, and families are often the first people to know.
We reached out to local law enforcement asking whether Mainers should still feel comfortable contacting police when a loved one is in crisis. Multiple departments either did not respond or declined to comment. Bangor, Brewer, Vesey, Hamden, Herman, Holden, and the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office. Maine State Police did issue a statement saying they have hosted 6 training sessions on the red flag law, which 1,200 members of the Maine law enforcement community attended. The statement added in part, quote, "The training is meant to provide an overview of the law, so law enforcement understands how the law works with an emphasis on understanding the court processes, safe and effective services, firearm relinquishment, as well as how the new law might coexist with the current yellow flag law." For those looking to file a petition under the new law, no one at the Penobscot County Court was available Friday to discuss how the rollout will work or what steps citizens should expect. However, in an email to ABC7 and Fox 22, an official from the Maine Judicial Branch said in part, "The court is ready to implement the law. We have forms and a public-facing webpage with an explanation on the procedure ready to go live as soon as the law goes into effect. Forms will also be available at the courthouse." Alex Schley reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Now, that website is not live yet, but court officials say they expect it to be live at some point tonight, or in this case, Friday night. In other news, a basement fire in Augusta Thursday has now claimed a man's life. According to the fire marshal's office, crews responded to 347 Riverside Drive at around 2 p.m. Thursday for a reported house fire. They located a fire in the basement of that single-family home and found a male occupant outside the house who had suffered severe burns. He was transported to an Augusta hospital and later taken by Life Flight to Maine Medical Center in Portland for life-threatening injuries. Fire Marshal's office spokesperson Shannon Moss confirmed Friday that the man died at the hospital as a result of his injuries. He has been identified as 66-year-old Michael Keith. Investigators have determined that the fire was caused by accidental ignition of flammable liquids near a chimney door. The investigation into the incident remains ongoing. Roughly 1 year after a high-profile brush-up with President Donald Trump, Governor Janet Mills changed her mind, saying that she would not attend his annual governor's meeting. According to reporting from our sister station, WGME, Governor Mills was spotted in attendance at the governor's breakfast. The Trump administration initially shared plans to only invite Republican governors, but then walked that back. Mills took to social media to share the following statement on Friday afternoon, saying, quote, "Trump's rhetoric against my fellow Democratic governors in his attempt to transform a traditionally bipartisan event into a vanity project made the decision of whether or not to attend this year's White House event a difficult one. Last year, my gut told me to stand up to the president. This year, right before the meeting started, it told me that I needed to show up. So I decided to attend because I have vowed to stand up and to defend Maine people no matter what, and I keep my promises," end quote. In other news, a homeless shelter in Skowhegan has faced multiple notifications of code violations from the town. The volunteers running the shelter say they're doing the best they can and are hoping for some extra time to shore up a new space. Our Kelly Warren has a story.
Everything they brought up, we've really busted it to abide by because we just want to take care of these people.
At 12 McClellan Street in Skowhegan sits a large lot with an old church building. On the outside, it's a simple multi-story structure. Dozens of unhoused families call the inside home.
They said, "You're a homeless shelter." I said, "No, I'm a church with beds in it." And that's exactly what we are. churches are supposed to take care of people. God told us to take care of the poor. And that's what we're trying to do. I didn't know about the codes and all of that.
In January, the volunteers at the shelter received a list of 27 code violations, with inspectors deeming multiple parts of the building a fire hazard.
In 3 weeks, we've been able to knock out 21 of them.
Citing everything from piles of cardboard to a lack of hardwired smoke detectors, volunteers report taking care of most of these issues.
If you're not able to reach this, that's a violation by code. Now this is accessible to their standards. All the wiring was redone and made perfect for this room.
For an entirely volunteer-based nonprofit, staffed mostly by the residents that stay at the shelter,
We aren't paying people around the clock. They're working for room and board and happy to get it.
paying hundreds of thousands to retrofit the building isn't a fiscally feasible option. The solution?
A permanent coded facility as opposed to trying to retrofit something that may not even work down the road.
With community donations of money, skills, and time, alongside lots of hard work and hope, the shelter plans to expand into a code-compliant steel structure.
And 90% of it is bedrooms. So there's 22 12 by 17 bedrooms in the very center, and there's a 6-foot hallway down the middle, east wing and west wing. And right in the middle is a 17-foot section for a little dining area, some washrooms for bathing and showering. And then they'll be able to do all the stuff here at the building, you know, like eating and services and working.
They say they're one of few homeless shelters in the country that accepts entire families, and the new concept would help them help others. Alan started a GoFundMe page to help raise the funds necessary for this new structure. In the meantime, they hope the town permits the main building to stay open until the project is complete in the summer.
Our goal is to give them warmth, give them some food, some shelter, some hot water, and get back on their feet.
In Skowhegan, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, folks, let's turn things over to Chase Ropinak, who's in now. The first look at our forecast. Chase?
Thank you very much. Many of us woke up to some nice snow amounts this morning, and the higher amounts were definitely by our coastline. We saw 6 inches in Prospect Harbor. You saw right around 5 inches in Bucksport and Tremont. Brewer, only 4 inches for you. Same for Ellsworth, and we were right in our forecast range in that 2 to 4 here in Bangor. We saw 3 inches of snowfall by this morning, but we got some more snow to come. We have a winter storm watch that's going to expire right around Tuesday, 4 a.m. So that means for your Monday, we got some more weather on the way. Also got some gale watches and storm warnings along the coastline as well for some high wave heights, as winds will be picking up as well for your Monday afternoon. But still the weekend, we're going to see some better conditions throughout tonight, but it is going to get cold with the clear skies and calm winds. Lows will be falling down into the mid-single digits for tonight.
Good to know, Chase. Thank you for that report. We'll see you later on the broadcast. Folks, we'll have more local news after the break. Stay right here.
A sharp pain in his chest. He knew it was his heart, but 2 hours from the big city hospital could tragically mean the end. But it wasn't. Thanks to Senator Susan Collins' tireless fight for Maine's rural hospitals. Because of Senator Collins' work, his local hospital had recently received up-to-date diagnostic equipment and upgraded facilities, all paid for with new federal funding. Lives are being saved. Call and thank our Senator Susan Collins for delivering this lifeline for Maine.
When Maine winter bites, nothing matters more than keeping your family warm. The solution is simple, a high-efficiency heat pump installed by Valley Home Services. It's the quiet, reliable warmth you need all season long. At Valley Home, we're your elite Fujitsu dealer, ensuring expert installation that delivers consistent comfort and maximizes your energy savings. And we make it easy to switch to efficiency heating and qualify for those valuable Efficiency Maine rebates. Stay perfectly warm without the high cost. For a warm, worry-free winter, trust the local experts. Valley Home Services. Winter warmth is waiting. Call us today.
I'm Jim with Lowry Law. One of our clients was badly injured in a hit and run. I was able to work with the police and the DA's office to get him a $500,000 settlement. If you've been hurt by a drunk driver, I'm your go-to guy.
A little winter weather never stopped Old George or Toyota from offering incredible savings to celebrate his birthday on vehicles from the longest-lasting brand at the Toyota Washington's Birthday Savings Event. You can get an affordable $179 a month lease on a fun Corolla sedan with a total contract cost of $11,600. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Come get your savings in honor of Old George at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
When Blazing Trails located in Lincoln want to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Blazing Trails is Lincoln's #1 trusted dispensary, providing outstanding product and customer service to Eastern and Central Maine.
The Newport Cultural Center is a gathering spot where community members are building connections between generations.
Our #1 priority is making people feel welcome.
We'll have the story Tuesday on Fox 22 News at 10.
Our names were whispered through time, from generation to generation.
Nothing is impossible for God.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Spectators got quite the sight on Skowhegan's Snow Day today as they welcomed the art of skijor to Somerset Snowfest. The sport involves a skier being pulled behind an equestrian, completing jumps and collecting rings along the way. It's the end cap for the annual Somerset Snowfest event, which offers multiple opportunities for outdoor fun in the winter weather.
It's pretty awesome having it in Skowhegan and being able to tell other folks that skijoring happens here.
It's just an amazing sport. I mean, you get pulled as hard as you possibly can by either a horse that's walking or sprinting so fast you can't even hold on.
Somerset Snowfest has come to an end, but it will be back with more skijoring next February. Parking for Bangor's waterfront concerts can be difficult, but Hollywood Casino makes sure parking fees don't simply pad their pockets. The casino donated a $25,000 check to Sarah's House of Maine to support their endeavors, helping local families of cancer patients. Spokesperson Dan Cashman explains that on concert nights, the casino charges a fee for concert goers to use their parking garage. Those funds are then used for charitable donations. The national organization Quilts of Valor gives veterans and active military members comfort through the art of quilt making. Here in Maine, one woman has sewn an astonishing 425 quilts. On Friday, I spoke with her as she put the finishing touches on one of her latest works of art.
Okay.
Sharon Ann Parody knows a thing or two about sewing.
Oh, I first began sewing when I was a child.
Her passion evolved into a new pattern beginning in 2018 when she stumbled upon a local newspaper article about Quilts of Valor and their mission of providing solace to veterans and active military members through the art of quilt making.
I can show you how to trim up one of these squares. I didn't know it existed. And in my mind, it was like, well, this is the world's best kept secret, and it shouldn't be. It gives me a place to award the sewing. It's like, I'm not just sewing for the sake of sewing, I'm sewing a quilt of valor. And it's just a small gesture of thanks that I can do for them.
Since that day in 2018, she's sewn a small gesture of thanks 425 times.
Apparently, it's the highest honor that a civilian can give to a veteran is the Quilt of Valor.
She sews comfort and healing to veterans, and for a moment, to her husband as well.
He was ill, he had Parkinson's. He was capable of being alone, but I didn't want to leave him alone. He knew where I was, he could hear the sewing machine or the quilting machine. He knew what I was doing, and it gave him comfort.
Parody continues to sew regularly.
Not every day, but almost every day, I'm sure.
And as the needle and thread varies,
they're always individual.
So too does its touch.
Oh, it's very important that everyone has a unique touch.
From the basement of her Augusta home, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News. All right, folks, after the break, we'll take a look outside the state at some national stories. We'll be right back.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing when you finance with GM.